Good morning, collective. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh my gosh, I feel sluggish. Good morning. Welcome to the Fox. No, I'm sorry. One second. Wait. Okay. Okay. So, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning, collective. Okay. Welcome to the Fox Chat, baby. Welcome to the Fox Chat, baby. Why? Because Foxy Tea is your best tea. Use caution when you sip me, bitch. Even though this is coffee. Sorry. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning. Ugh. Good morning. Okay, we are. Let's get some space. Good morning. I hope your Wednesday. Is this Wednesday? Yeah. Your Wednesday is doing a lot better. I hope your yesterday was good as well. Um, to be honest, mine was good until it was time to get the kids. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, hey, Kay. So mine was good until yesterday. When I say the devil was working in my children, they were. It was. It was. And the reason why I said that is because all it took was a little communication, and it still wasn't giving me the communication. Blessings, JV. How you doing? Yeah. So I'm gonna sage the space. Yeah. So I mean, I had a little setback. I had a little scream like, ah! So, like session, a little cry, got it out. And I just isolated myself. That's what I did. I isolated myself. I didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't want to talk about it. Because the thing was, it was lack of communication. So I felt as though, since you was giving me lack of communication, what do we need to communicate about the thing for? Because about the lack of communication, when I cursed out. I cursed out for real. But I isolated myself, got myself together, took a nice little bubble bath. You know what I'm saying? Please stop farting. I'm not farting, sir. Anyway, yo, just wanted to say something. Hello, how you doing? Blee, Lee, B, whatever. I think it's bleep, bleep, like backwards, forward and backwards. But anyway. Okay, so good morning. Yo, I just wanted to say something. Good morning, collective. But like I said, like I just didn't have the energy this morning. I think sometimes I don't know if is it raining where y'all are? Because when it was raining, when it's raining, it just seemed like it gave me the energy of mm. So right now, collective, you could be feeling a little not yourself, a little down, whatever. It's okay. No, yesterday was bad. It was nope, sunny day. Dang, sunny day for y'all. Now I got the gloomy day, y'all. I got the gloomy day because yesterday was a sunny day for me. So today I have the gloomy day. But yesterday, like I said, I took me a little bubble bath. Not really bubbles, but you know what I'm saying. Nice, good bath soaked, and I did some skincare, so my face just feeling so, so soft. And I love it. But I'm glad that y'all having a nice sunny day because it's a little gloomy here, but it's good. It's good either way. Let y'all sunshine through me, like over to me. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that. Okay, so I'm gonna use the other cards. I'm gonna use the Mystic Red Rose Oracle cards. Okay, guys, like This one don't be. Excuse me. Just these don't be as detailed as the other ones. I can never get out the bathtub. Like man, I know I was in there. I'm glad I had two bathrooms. Because I was in there for a whole hour, almost 2 hours, because I was watching the show too. So I know I was in there for like a good 2 hours. And I was pruned to it. I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't care. I had to soak my bones, soak my soul, just, you know, steam some things out and everything like that. But that's how it be sometimes, Collective. Oh my goodness. Okay, Collective, you got the snake. Snake came out. Okay? Snake came out. It's a competition and enemy. The other woman look over your shoulder. So Collective, you could be going through or encountering a person that's coming off snake like, or seems like they in some type of competition with you. This person seems like that they are not like presenting themselves as a snake. They're presenting themselves as your friend, somebody, something of some sort, but yet they're like they're the enemy, low key. Somebody could have you in a third party situation because it says the other woman. This could be a friend that have secret competition with you for whatever reason. You probably don't even know you're in a competition, sweetheart. But that's what is given. And this person is actually your enemy. This person is really not for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you like my shirt? This is old, but I made this for my daughter when she was in chair. When she was in chair. Okay. It's her school colors. I made this for her. And it glows in the dark. I'll put a little video on, what is it called? On TikTok so you can see it. I'm going to make a little video with it. Thank you. And that's kind of what we had an argument about yesterday. Was like she wanted to be on a lacrosse team, and I'm just like, you want to get on the lacrosse team? First of all, this girl was in everything. When I was tired because she's only one goddamn person, and I got other children too that's in stuff too. But do you know, like, she was in spelling bee, gate program. I mean, which is not bad, but it's just like the things I have to do, the times I have to have her in stuff. She was in mathology, mathology, whatever. I don't even know what it was called. But she was in that. She was in and all this is like at the same time. The choir. She was in dance. She was in cheer, to the point where she had to give up one thing. She had to give up some stuff because it was taking a toll on me. It wasn't even taking a toll on her grades or nothing. It was just taking a toll on me. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie. Thank you. So you could be, going through something or whatever. But yeah, basically what I was telling her was like, yeah, you can't do this lacrosse. And then think about it. You didn't even communicate to me like when was practice over with everything. She just wasn't communicating. She wanted to do stuff but wasn't communicating. And it was interfering with me trying to get home to let my son in and everything like that because he don't have a key. Trust me, we tried to get a key. You hear what I'm saying? And it's hard. Like, I know I could go to the rental office and just pay the $5 for a key, but I was going to go get a key made. They didn't even have our key style and stock. Like, I was just like, what the heck? Had to keep going back. I'm possibly going to try to go to Home Depot. Home Depot have a little bit more selective keys. Anyway, I have a business. You have a business, Jamie? Oh yeah, you got the you refer to the jury business? Did anybody see what the jewelry because it was sounding like I was saying jury. Jewelry that Jamie makes, like Jamie has. Did anybody go check that out? Let's check that out and see what Jamie Meek's jewelry is all about. We had to get her to put her IG or TikTok or something up here of it. Okay. Also, you have collective. You have camera. It's a reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. Okay, so let me keep, because I'm getting that this person that's pretending to be, or not even pretending. Well, yeah, they're pretending because you don't know that they're a snake, but they are a snake. Okay, so this person that surrounds you does not really, that has you in a secret competition or something of some sort. Um, you could be learning from the past perceptions. I don't know. They could be reminiscent. They could be, but you have ascending collective ascending. You have ascending, which is learning from expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So collective, it seems like you're going to a new phase in life right now. And that snake, I feel like that snake is out of your life because of the simple fact that they have to reminisce on some stuff. Because you can't reminisce on something that's still there, right? So this person, you might have gotten rid of this person. That person must have gotten rid of their motherfucking selves. Sometimes that's how heavy. That's how heavy. And you're learning and expanding and transcending. You're preparing for your union, for a new phase in life. Like you're not dwelling on the fact that this person is no longer by your side because this person was actually a snake. You have to understand this person was actually a snake. So you could be in the sense of probably mourning the fact that you probably separated from somebody, no longer friends with somebody, whatever case may be. Forget that. Let that go. Let that go. Everything happens for a reason, and there's a reason why that person is not your friend anymore because that person was a snake. That person wasn't there for your good, your greater good. That's why they're now reminiscing on the good times that they had with you because of the simple fact that they knew they messed up. They knew you were a good person, you were true, and you was genuine. And that's what they're at right now. They're probably in a space of reminiscing and everything like that. Just make sure that you don't let them spin the block because guess what? You're learning and you're expanding to higher things and better things. And the thing about it is that you don't have time to like double back. Like you don't have time to be waiting on nobody. And forgetting waiting on anybody. You're preparing for your next union and it doesn't involve them. If it involved them, then they would have stayed there from the get-go. They would have never been gone. Like it wouldn't but I see that you got this person out of it. I'm just saying this person is no longer in the spot that they were in a to be able to affect you in some type of way. So that's why they're reminiscing. That's why you're ascending because they're not in that spot anymore. You have passion collective. Passion. It's a insane chemistry, sparks, and having fun, equal interest, burning desire. So you could be coming across somebody that has the same, you know, passions as you know, and maybe the same generosity as you too, or just them being genuine, being a genuine person. I feel like that's you gonna come across this person or people, group, community. You understand? And they have the same type of equal interest that you have. And true. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, thank you. Sorry, I just had to, I just had to do that. So, okay, so yeah, they have the equal they have equal interests, like the same interests as you. They have the burning desire to do the things that You are doing too as well, but they have it within them too. So you are in your. I'm feeling like that you found your community. You found your place. You no longer around the people that sitting up there trying to be in competition with you that possibly didn't even have the same desires as you. So it's almost like why you're around and you're sitting up there hindering my situation or hindering my path, hindering my ascending because you don't see the vision. So whoever you're coming across or the people that you're about to be around or you are around at this moment, collective, they could be helping or contributing to your ascending, to you evolving, instead of keeping you stuck and stagnant and then feeling doubtful about yourself and what you're trying to do. You have backstabbing. Backstabbing came out, collective. Oh my goodness. You said why? I don't know why. Why? Okay, so you got backstabbing, heartbreak and pain, separation and loss. Hold on. Heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shock and attack. So yeah, this is what I'm saying. This person shocked the crap out of you because you wasn't expecting this from them. But it's some separation and loss. Like I said, you separated yourself from that person. That person is no longer in your camp. You understand? Because of their deceptions and lies. Excuse me. And they possibly had tried to attack you in some type of way. It was very shocking. And attack you, it could be verbally. It could be any type of way. It could be some sneak dissing. It could be like that too. Where you'll be like, what? I didn't even think that they would even do that. Like, what? I didn't even know that person was really talking about me the whole time. They really are because they really the snake. They really the snake. They not your fucking friend. That's how I feel. They're not your friend. They're not your friend. They not your friend. They wasn't your friend. You getting them out your camp, you getting them from around you is not a bad thing. If they was meant to be there, they would still be there. They're not there because they wasn't meant to be there. Everybody, it doesn't mean that that person is necessarily bad, like evil or anything like that. No, it's just your pieces didn't fit. You get what I'm saying? Just like a puzzle, it just didn't fit, it didn't go together. Okay, and that is okay. It doesn't make you wrong. It doesn't make them wrong. It just makes the situation not fit and not be cohesive together to the point where you're just like, okay, I gotta go where I fit at. You know what I'm saying? Go where you fit. You also have Twin Flames Collective. Twin Flames. Say yin yang. Excuse me. My sinuses is messing with me. This pollen killed me yesterday. I was sneezing the whole time driving. That's the most dangerous thing ever. Like, oh my gosh. Cause you know you gotta close your eye. I try so hard to sneeze, my eyes open. You know how that feel? Crazy. Yin yang and balance, union and duality, complement polar opposites. Okay, so um you could feel like that person was your twin flame. You could feel like that that person balanced you out because y'all was like polar opposites or whatever the case may be. But I'm not saying that they definitely possibly was your twin flame, but they was a snake. And not and all the time and a lot of times where we'd be like, oh, that's our twin flame, that's our twin flame, or whatever. We be thinking we supposed to be sticking with the twin flame when a lot of times the twin flame is supposed to teach us something. What we are really meant to be around or be connected to is more like a soulmate rather than your twin flame. Twin flame you learn lessons from, I feel like. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like, not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that you learn your lessons from the twin flames. You know, for being, it's a flame. You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong with that because it might push you to a person that who is your soulmate. And a lot of times we have to understand soulmate doesn't mean just romantically. Your child, your mother, your somebody could be they could be your soulmate. You know, somebody you really like connect souls with and you go through life with and everything like that. And it's just like that you really connect on a soul type of level. Twin flames is more, I feel like, is on the surface level type of things that serves your, I don't want to say fleshy, um your fleshy desires, but surface level. I feel like surface level things. And sometimes it's just deeper than that. It you know, it matters more than that. What you say, JB? Yeah, I need some help, need some insight. What the where does that come from? Okay, people will try to be your friend just to hurt you too. Exactly. They will. Because a lot of times you can't get into or get to a person unless you're in a position of meaning something to that person. You know, some people could be a little bit nonchalant or not care what other people think so much. Like, that's how I feel. Um, that a stranger or something like that can't really get to, or an enemy really can't get infiltrate them because they know that they don't care. They have to come in as low key a friend so it can matter, you know. And sometimes that's how they do. Shock, you got Shock Collective. It says like I said, like this person that backstabs you or whatever, it was a very shocking attack. And you got Shock that came out and it says sudden change, shocking news, surprise, and epiphany, transformation. So this is just confirming the backstabbing that happened. Like, yes, it was a sudden change. This was sudden. So whatever this was, Collective, it was sudden. And you just came to an epiphany. You said, yeah, this not for me. You didn't let it hurt you in any type of way either. I'm feeling like this time, I'm feeling like this might not be the first time that y'all separated, but this is the last time y'all would get together to be able to have to separate because you came to the epiphany that this person is just really not for me. I didn't try, I didn't did my due diligence, I didn't try to be a friend to this person, and you cannot be a friend to someone who is not a friend to you. It don't matter how genuine you are to a person, you cannot be a friend to somebody that is not meant to be a friend to you. If they're sitting up there being a snake behind your back, behind closed doors, that's what's going to project off of them to you. You gonna, you know, you really care about that person. You know, you really have good feelings about that person, but you just can't put your finger on why is it that y'all keep bumping heads or going at it, because that person is a snake. They're really not being your friend or being a friend to you, Collective. You also have a date Collective. I don't know where we're going here, but we're going to see. It say get back out there, meeting someone new, setting a date online. So you could have been with this person, like I said, it don't always have to be romantically. It could be your friend or whatever like that. But say that this is a romantic situation. You thought that this was your soulmate and it ended up being a twin flame rather than a soulmate. So basically, you was meant to learn something from that person. You went through some backstabbing with that person, and it shot you in a way where it ended y'all relationship, friendship, situationship, whatever the ship was. The ship has sailed. You understand? It is no longer in the dock. In your dock. No, it's not. It's gone. That ship has sailed. The feelings you had once felt for that person is gone. So now you're out there and you're available to date other people, date yourself. You can't forget you can date yourself as well. Just date the idea of your passion. You could date that too. Do the things that coexist with your passion. That's dating your passion. You getting to know. You getting to know it. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's wrong with that. You also have Teddy Bear Collective. You have Teddy Bear. It say interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. So someone could be looking at you, and they could be looking at you like they want to date you too as well. Like I said, sometimes, all right, this is what I be saying. Sometimes we have to date ourselves, and when not that we showing the world nothing, because we really don't care about showing the world anything. It's just what we're doing for ourselves. Us dating ourselves could just come off intriguing to another person, and it could make a person want to date you, just by them just seeing how you date yourself. They could, I don't know. So you could be attracting people that want to actually date you, that are not going to be twin flames, that are possibly going to be potential soulmates, or somebody you could just learn from. Don't worry about it if you don't find your soulmate. That's the thing. If you don't worry about it if you don't find your soulmate straight out the break. Because we're not going to find our soulmate straight out the break. All of us is not that lucky. And if we are, we are in a space to discern if they are our soulmate or not. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes we don't meet them because we are not even able to recognize them in that moment. So sometimes the universe, or God will wait for us to be in that mindset where we be able to um acknowledge them and understand that that's who they are, rather than taking a twin flame for being a soulmate, and that's not what it is. You understand? Also, it came out Heartbroken came out collective. Okay, it say deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving, and despair, breakup. So someone could be a little bit upset about the breakup, a little heartbroken, you know. That could play on your heartstrings, don't get me wrong. You are who you are. You're a genuine human being. You are a genuine heart per soul. So of course you're gonna or you're gonna empathize with the next person, and have empathy for a broken heart. Period. You could possibly have a broken heart. This could possibly break your heart because you probably really thought that that person was gonna go to the next level with you. Where how when you was gonna win, you thought this person was gonna be a part of your camp. You thought this person was going to be a part of the whole everything. And for it not to happen, it almost make you feel like that you're not even going to make it because the people that you thought she was going to win with is not even around. That's not true. Okay? That's not true. Sometimes we have to realize, and I had a friend say this, um, um, good guy, girl, savage. I forgot her name on Instagram, but on her savage section, she actually said, I had her say something like um um dang, I kind of lost it, but no, like you heartbroken. Okay, the person you thought you were supposed to go with you or be with you is not. Yeah, it doesn't mean that they're gonna go through life with you. Okay. um Oh, that's what she said. She said sometimes you have to understand what you pray for. That's what she said. She said you have to understand, you have to remember your prayer. If you prayed for God to show you who was for you and who wasn't for you, when those people leave that you thought was for you, you have to remember that you prayed for God to show you who was meant to be with you and who wasn't. So when they remove those people, you can't be upset about them being removed or them just not being a part of your life, because remember, you asked for that. That was part of your prayer. That's what she said. You have to remember your prayer. That's what she said. You have to remember what you prayed for. So if you praying for to keep the deceptive people out and people that's not really for you away or whatever like that, and your mama, your sister, your brother start falling off and just and not wanting to be a part of your life, that's part of the that was that could have been part of the snakes. That could have been the people that was around you. You thought that you was going to carry with you. You thought that was going to be there for you. But the whole time, they're twin flames. You're supposed to learn from the relationships that you had with them. And you have to remember what you prayed for. Amen. Amen. That's so sad. You also have cut down. Cut down collective. I don't know if I've seen this one yet. But it's a cut down. So it says cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Silent treatment. Okay, so you're definitely cutting this person out. You're separating yourself from this person that really wasn't meant for you. Or these people. These people are being removed, collective. You might have prayed a prayer because we don't know. But like good girl God Savage say, she said, remember your prayer. Remember what you prayed. Because think about it, we don't know what you prayed for. And a lot of times when we pray for stuff, it doesn't look like how we wanted to look. Especially, I'm not going to say sometimes, shoot, all the time. Most of the time, it doesn't look how we wanted to look. You could be like, just take all the evil people away from me like that, and it could be your own child. What? My baby? No. What? Like, it could be like, yeah, she or he got moved with the daddy. What? What? You just never know. You just never know. You got the Dragonfly Collective. Get your Dragonfly. Lighthearted and adapt, finding out and change. Things coming to light and heal. So, like I said, you are a lighthearted type of person. You're a pure-hearted type of person. If you hear, you looking at me, you listening to me, I feel like that you are. Okay. And you have the ability to adapt to what you're finding out. And if you found them snakes, you found that you're able to adapt. Okay, hold on one second. I just want to check on my goddamn car because I thought it was the trash truck, but it ain't sound like the trash truck. So I just want to make sure. Okay. It is. I ain't had no reason for my vehicle to be gone, but still, it was. It just didn't sound the same. Like, anyway, collective. So you could be, yeah. Oh, excuse me. You find it out. You're finding all this out. As you finding all this out, you're adapted to the change. You're adapted to them not being around you. You're adapted to them not being with you. Doesn't mean that you don't love them. You don't care for them. It just means that they are not meant to go with you to your next level, to the heights that you're supposed to be going to. And that's okay. Because guess what? What if they was keeping you from even making it to those heights because they were there? You were still worrying about them and making decisions based on them instead of making decisions based on what was best for you. It seems like that you come across people like that a lot. So it's like when you pray for you to be on the right path or for God to direct you in which way you're supposed to go, it could be away from these people. You understand? Sometimes we gotta isolate. It says isolation too. Sometimes we do have to isolate ourselves from what we know, from the norm, from the stuff that we grew up with or whatever like that, because it has so much of an influence on us that it alters our thinking, our mannerisms, our path, our motivation, or the journey that we're really meant to be set on. Like you have the golden mirror collective. And it's saying narcissist, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. So this person could have been a narcissist of some sort, could have been love bombing you, could have been a real self-absorbed. You could have felt the one-sidedness of the relationship, of the friendship, of the whatever like that. I ain't gonna lie, I did feel like that I had a one-sided type of friendship. Hi, say, hi, Mother Key, man. Like, I always mess up your name. I'm so sorry. Sorry that I butcher your name. Sorry, but hi. um, but yeah, like I myself felt like I was in a one-sided friendship or whatever the case may be, and this was a friendship, and it was like, dag, I had to really realize, like, hey, I be thinking about this person like I think about the rest of the people in my life, okay, and I realized that they don't think about me as much as I think about them, and when I mean as much, I mean as importance like I do. Because the thing about it is, just like I look at my bills as important, I look at them on the same level as my goddamn bills. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, if I gotta pay them back, if I gotta give them something, they're gonna get something when I pay my bills. Like it's gonna be paying my bills and then giving them something, and then mind you, taking care of whatever else in the household I need to take care of, and then I'll be last on the list. Okay, and a lot of times I'd be left with nothing. And that's fine because everything else is taken care of, right? In my eyes, this is how I feel. So when I had to realize that the people that I was doing that for, that I was adding to that collection of things that I had to take care of in importance of my life, was I wasn't of importance in their lives. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you have to pay attention. Like you'll have a person that, for instance, it'll be like this. Say if a person asks me and another person, excuse me, say, a person asks me and another person for $20, right? Let's say $20. Now, this person might give the $20. Okay, but this person has 20,000 fucking dollars, right? Me, I'll give. Let's say I give the $20, but it's like that's all I have is the fucking $20. You know what I'm saying? But let's say that this person gives it a little faster, like they just automatically give it, and me, I'll be like, you know what? Give me a little minute. I'm gonna have to see, but for the most part, I'm gonna try. You gonna get your money because of the simple fact that they had to wait for me. They was like, man, that I rather this person deal with this person or whatever, because or I feel like this person cares a little bit more for me because as soon as I asked for it, they gave it to me, not realizing that that person had 20,000 motherfucking dollars and only gave you $20, but yet you only having $20 would have gave that same person with the 20,000 $20 from only having $20. They are not the same. Because if the roles was reversed, if the person that had the $20 and gave up their last $20 for you, if that person would have had the $20,000, you would have got more than 20,000 motherfucking dollars because they had more than $20. You would have got more than $20 because that person had 20,000 motherfucking dollars. You get what I'm saying? But to have 20, 30 motherfucking dollars and a person give you $50 and then you just get $800 every motherfucking month. You paid that motherfucking person back that had the $30,000, $50, their $50 back. Like it was enough. And on top of that, when you got some money and their birthday came up or whatever, as soon as they got that money, they gave you $100, and you turn out and realize that person with the $30,000 didn't even give you nothing for your birthday at all. Yeah, I'm speaking of something personal. I'm sorry, I went to it. But I just had to because it just was like I had to realize that that person didn't give a fuck about me. You had more than me. You threw that shit in my fucking face, and I didn't even look at it like you throwing anything in my face until it was evident that you were throwing it in my fucking face. I was more happy for the motherfucker for having 30 fucking $1,000 in the first place. Hello, are we for real? But that person that had 30 fucking $1,000 gave me $50. I turned around, gave that as soon as I got my little $800. I gave that person that $50 back. Cause one, she didn't have to think about me. I was very grateful for all of that, but it just made sense to me afterwards that when I have more, I do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not expecting it back, but at the same sense, it's like that same person that had more didn't even do nothing close to what I do, and I had less than them. So they didn't even do what I did for them. So that just showed me like, hey, you're not a good person. Fuck being a good friend. You just not really a good person to the people who are good to you. A lot of times it seems like you're doing something for just, I don't know. I don't know, but that shit bugged me afterwards. Like it didn't bug me while I was in it. I was really thinking that person was genuine and everything like that until that person tried to do some sneak this and shit like that, and then it started adding up, and I had to realize that that person was a motherfucking snake. I don't give a damn. You're a fucking snake, and I don't give a damn. That person was a snake towards me. Even if you're not a snake to other people and you're used to other people being snakes towards you, sometimes you can pick up the motherfucking habits and be a snake to somebody that don't deserve that shit. And that's how I feel like that I got snaked. And I didn't deserve that shit because I'm pure hearted. I'm just a pure soul type of person. But that doesn't mean that you're not gonna be told about your goddamn self when you're caught. Nah, nigga, we caught you. You're caught. We're not gonna sit up here and play blind and continue on acting like that you weren't being a snake when the fuck you were being a snake. You were being a snake. If you don't fucking like it, you should have not been a snake to a person that was never, ever, ever, ever being a snake to you, was being genuine towards you. Point blank, period. Don't be a snake to people that is not being a snake to you. And a lot of times they be sitting up there being generous and caring to people that would snake them. And the same goes for me. I was being generous and I was being caring to a person that was being a snake towards me. So like I said, they might not really actually be a snake. They could just be being a snake towards you. And collective, you got them the fuck up out of there. When you got them up out of your camp, out of your space, you were able to really see what it was yourself for who you were, and you were a genuine person. As long as you're a genuine human being, do you know that they're going to get their karma? It doesn't matter. Block them. You don't have to see it. I swear to goodness, don't even try to look for it. Try to look to see if, oh, are they doing good or are they doing bad? Like, don't care. Don't give a fuck. Get it out of your goddamn mind. Don't worry about it, okay? Because they're going to get theirs whether you see it or not. Genuine is genuine. You understand? Grounding collective. Grounding came out. And it say stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So you could be coming in, since you gotten away from those type of people that was snaking you, that was just being pretending, acting like they were your friend, but they really wasn't. Once you go back and analyze and you came upon the epiphany that it wasn't, you could be in a sense of stability and security right now, okay? And also you could be your performance could be evolving into growth. You're learning from the things that is happening. And not only that, it's strengthening your endurance. It's strengthening your ability to be persistent and continue on the path that you need to be on. Because like that's how I feel here. I mean, I my performance growth has grown so much. My performance has grown so much. Like I've been on here every day. I be skipping Sundays, but that's by choice. But other than that, I have been actually doing what I was supposed to be doing and being on here every day like I'm supposed to. Not only that, I have stopped smoking and I haven't even like come on now. That's some endurance. That's some power within me. You get what I'm saying? That I had to get away from the people that was, excuse me, that was influencing me to relapse, to continue smoking, or be like, you know what? That's okay. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't. No, no. Sometimes you gotta stick to your guns. Stick to who you are. It doesn't matter if your friend is a smoker, you're a smoker, and it doesn't matter if your friends smoke around her friends, around her kids, or whatever like that. I had plenty of friends that did that smoke around their kids. I didn't like it. I would try not to even hit the goddamn blunt because it's like I don't like smoking around kids. I get that you smoke around your kids. I don't really like smoking around kids, even yours. So I would try to hide it, whatever like that, or not even really smoke, and I was just stay out of it because a lot of times I wanted to stay true to who I was, and my thing is I don't smoke around my children. Period. So it got to the point where I just stopped smoking altogether. You get what I'm saying? Like being who I really wanted to be. Okay, so you have Coffee Cup came out collective. You have Coffee Cup and the Coffee Cup. I ain't gonna lie, the Coffee Cup helped me. Help me. Okay, so it say meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. Like basically what we're doing now, collective. So you could be meeting somebody with some coffee, having your coffee, um, making coffee dates. You understand? You know, having meetings could be business meetings. You know how you be going out for coffee and having business strategies or talking business strategies over coffee. You understand? You could be having some meetings that really mean something, and that's giving your business some elevation in some type of sort of way. Okay, you're having some meetings and some talking, some moments, right? That's it, evolving you as a person, and that's helping you build the friendships that you're meant to have. You also have old school collective. Old school. It's a outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So you could be the type, because I know I ain't gonna lie, I that's how I am. Or I'm not gonna say how I am, how I used to be. We're gonna use better word. Used to be. Okay. Because I used to have like outdated thinking, or will refer to people that had outdated thinking for advice. I would go to them, but they would have like outdated thinking, you know, where it's just like they're stuck in their old ways, stuff like that. The things that they live by, then it's just really not acceptable now. But it's like I would go to them for advice or whatever like that, and they can have like an outdated thinking way of thinking that's more conditioning to um them being stuck and stagnant and not evolving in some sort of way. um and you could be the type of person that will replay the events in your head and stuff like that, because think about it, that's how you possibly came to your epiphany. You get what I'm saying? Because you replayed what happened in your mind, collective. So you could be in the sense of replaying the stuff in your mind, right? About what happened. And now that you're going back, rewinding, you rewinding that tape and you're watching it again. and you're realizing, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened. Oh, that person just wanted me around for this and that and that and that. And if I wasn't driving, it wouldn't be a, oh, okay, all right, bop, bop. Okay, I get it. I get it now. Oh, just because that person broke up with her boyfriend, oh, now she wants to, it, oh, I seen that before, but I couldn't put my finger on it, but that's what happened. You get what I'm saying? So, oh, that person is just has codependent issues. Oh, okay, and I'm just available. Oh, okay, or I just make that person feel comfortable enough, and don't make that person feel bad about having to come back and spend the block with me because I'm just that easygoing. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I had to replay this stuff in my mind for me to come to the epiphany, so you could possibly be replaying old events in your over in your head, and and just realizing that what you went through wasn't really meant for you, or it was for a learning purpose for you to elevate in your life. Okay, collective, you also have love. You have love, collective. Love. It's a unconditional love, self-love, and wholeness, affection, and attraction, selflessness. Collective, you can have some type of unconditional love for people, and that's why people even, connect with you or is attracted to you. Okay? Because they can see that unconditional heart that you have. All right? And you can have some self love for yourself that is also attractive to other people. It can come off real. Your affection that you give to other people could just seem so wholesome. You get what I'm saying? It doesn't feel disingenuous. It feels very genuine, and it just it makes people feel at home when they're around you. When you give the love, it could be like motherly type of love or whatever. And you could be attracted people that also have that same type of love within them because that's possibly what you pray for, what you needed, or what you need in your life at this moment, collective. So those people could be coming towards you. All right. You just have to understand that you have the type of heart that you have, and you can't just allow anybody in because they very much well could be a snake. Okay? You've been there, you've done that, learn from your mistakes. Okay? It's okay to make the mistakes. It is even better to not make them again. Okay, so learn from them and not make them again. My nose is itching, so that's confirmation. you know. Also, you loving on yourself, like I said, you loving on yourself attracts pure love because you love yourself. You love yourself enough to get out that situation that wasn't meant for you. You love yourself enough not to stay in that situation knowing that it didn't make you feel good when that person would make little jokes that didn't serve you. You love yourself enough to just remove yourself from things that doesn't serve your best interests at heart. Like if it doesn't align with what you're trying to go and the path that you're meant to be on, you're out of there. And there's nothing wrong with that. Ship the fucking ship, what I say. What I say, you're out of there, you got a ship, collective. What they say? What they say? Cutting ties, moving on, receive what you need, progression, and arriving. So that ship, the ship going. You cutting ties, you moving on. That ship has sailed, did not say that. You receive it, you receive what you needed, and that was the lesson learned. You learned your mother lesson, collective. And you're moving on. You getting on with that. You getting on. You getting on with your progression. You're progressing and you're arriving to where you need to be. All right. You said, I have arrived. I have arrived. But the thing is, you had to leave from where you were in order for you to arrive where you need to be. You can't be like, oh, I arrived, then you stayed in one spot. You ain't go nowhere. You ain't even go down the street. What you talk about? You ain't arrived nowhere. You ain't go nowhere. You gotta leave those people alone. I can't just be like, yeah, I'm not dealing with them no more, or whatever, like that. Like, and still make little fake pages and work on that page to see what they doing. That you ain't leaving them alone. Or block them on everything. Don't let them. I don't even want to see nothing. They don't exist anymore in my world. That's what I'm saying. Like, because it was once a time where you didn't know them, it could be once a time where you no longer know them again. It's okay. It's not a bad thing. You have to do what's best for you. Like I said, God is going to give you what you pray for, and you probably didn't know that that's the person they was talking about. But hey, or yeah, you didn't know that that was the person you was talking about. You said evils towards you. You ain't know that that person was evil though. See, karmic relationship came out collective. Karmic relationship. Didn't that just pop out? You saved it, right? Resentments and triggers, perceptions, intensity, and letting go, turmoil, and fleeting. So instead of just running away from the situation collective, like instead of you just like, oh, I'm gone, I'm out of here, whatever like that, you it could be a lot of resentment for that, for you doing that or whatever. It's other people's perceptions though, you know. And you could have some triggers when it comes to them because as you see, when I started talking about that situation, it did trigger me a little bit and I got a little passionate about it because it did hurt me once I realized what was going on and how much time I had wasted or whatever case may be. But I don't feel bad about giving them what they're meant to have, like, or what they gotten from me is what they were supposed to get. You get what I'm saying? I don't feel bad about giving them that shit. Like I don't feel bad about giving them the love, them talks, nothing. Even though I felt like, oh, at one point I felt like, I wasted my time, or I retrusted that person, knowing damn well I was supposed to trust that person. Hey, Nikki Nick, how you doing? So even though it's like, yeah, like dang, I knew better. It's not resentment for the fact that I gave them over again and whatever like that. It's more so it was resentment for like, dang, I knew better. I knew that, but I just didn't want to think the worst of somebody or worse of that person. I just didn't want to believe that they could be the person that didn't mean me well. You get what I'm saying? So more of the resentment comes from me not being um as discerned as I should be. Is it discern or having the discernment to decipher if they were for me or they wasn't. And even though I did have it, I just didn't go with my gut. That okay. But the thing about it is that they needed that. Me doubling back and still giving them the love and the support that they so desperately they must have needed. It's okay. It's okay for them to have. Okay, because you needed to be that person to that comic. You needed to be that person to that comic, and now that ship has sailed, you're on to new and better things because your job is done, collective. Your job is done. Don't stay nowhere where you're not supposed to be. Okay, so you're getting out of there. Like I said, you're getting out of there, collective. You're not staying there. You did what you were supposed to do. Don't feel bad about it. Don't regret the time. Don't regret the energy or anything that you gave to that person. Even if it's 22 goddamn years, don't regret that shit. They needed that shit. You get what I'm saying? I don't know why, but they needed it. And they needed it from you. But guess what? You're gonna learn from that as well. Because I learned from this. And I became okay with being by myself and being able to cut ties with people that didn't serve me any good. Like I had to get to that point. That wasn't something I could do just off the bat. Like I couldn't do that. Like it was hard for me. You got blowing kiss collective. You got blow a kiss. It say unconditional love, give it and receiving fairness and love, affection, return. So you're going to get. So you're going to. You had to move. You had to arrive to the place that you're meant to be because of the simple fact that now you're going to be around or amongst the people that's going to be able to return that same energy, that same love, that same respect, that same fairness that you give out. So you're just gonna be connected with your community, with your family, like here, like how we are. Yes, you are so right. That's what I'm talking about, Nikki Nick. That's what I'm saying. And we was able to find each other. Y'all was able to talk amongst each other. We are a family right here. You understand? I created this little family, even though it's probably a good four of us. For real, that is constant, but still it's a good strong four of us. Strong, when I say strong, we can't even be touched. Strong, that's strong. We're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to us. You understand? And we help each other out. We're not just. It's just not like y'all just looking at me or whatever, and y'all not even speaking to each other. Y'all speaking to each other. Y'all helping each other out. You praying for each other. We all praying for each other. We uplifting each other. That's what it's all about. You understand, collective? That's really is really all about. Oh my goodness, it's coming up on an hour. I'm sorry. All right, let me hurry up and get off of here. I'm sorry. So Poker Face came out, collective. It say taking a chance, risks and options, not showing hand, gambling. So you're not showing your hand at this moment, collective. You actually have the like. They don't know what you about to do. They don't know what's going on, collective. They don't know what move you about to take next. Because remember, you had that person that was a snake and was in a secret competition with you and competing against you, and you didn't even know. You get what I'm saying? They possibly was going off of you and trying to just one up you every chance that they could. But you at a point where they don't even know you doing so much genuine stuff. They don't even know what your next step could be. And they're not in the circle. They're not like us. They're not in the camp. So they don't know what your next step is anymore. They don't know what it is any longer. So now they sitting up there. They could be making fake pages, trying to look and lurk on your stuff to see what your next move is, just to see how you're doing or whatever like that. And collective, it doesn't matter if they get to see it or not. They don't even know what you're about to do next. They can't stop nothing, collective, because they no longer have access to you, collective, and that's exactly how it's supposed to be, because you asked for that. You prayed for that. You prayed for God to get the people that did not mean you any good out of your goddamn life. And it could be your mama, your sister, your brother, your father, your aunt, your uncle. It doesn't freaking matter. Your grandmother, it don't matter. If those people is not really meant for your next journey in life and space in life, then that's just what it is. Sometimes you can love them from afar, but they're not meant to be in your space because they'll keep you from what you're meant to be or where you're meant to be. You can't let people have too much say so or too much control over your path in life, because it's your path in life. It's where you're meant to go. If it was meant for them to do it, or if it was meant for them to be in control of it, it would have been them doing it, not you. You understand? Okay, collective. All right, so we're going to see what signs that's in this reading for today, and then we're going to be out, okay? I'm sorry, I held y'all up a little longer than I expected. Okay, but we doing this and we getting out, okay? We just getting the signs and then we getting out. All right, here you go. Here you go, collective. This is what we got. Was that all? I'm sure I ain't missing none. Yep, that's it. Okay, so we got Cancer. Cancer came out once. Capricorn came out once. Gemini came out once. Taurus came out once. Sagittarius came out twice. Aquarius came out once. Leo came out once. Pisces came out twice. Virgo came out once. Excuse me. So that's what we have for you today, collective. They are the signs that came out. So you could be a Cancer, a Capricorn, Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, or Virgo, or you could be dealing with one of these signs. Okay. Or the one of these signs could be a cross watcher watching and trying to get information on you. It's like, nah. But for real, they could be watching, collective, or this could be you. Either way it goes, you're on the right path to where you're supposed to go. The people are gone for a reason. Don't you feel bad about it? It's not a bad thing. Everybody got to elevate in some at some point, and you can't stay around the people that's keeping you from moving forward. If you actually want to move forward. Okay, with that being said, I love you guys. Can you give me a thumbs up? Can you give me a share? Something, subscribe to the channel, whatever, but at least give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Also, you can hit that little bell at the corner, in the corner right there. That bell will let you know the next time that I go live, so you can be on here as soon as I go live and you don't have to miss a thing. So thank you guys. I love y'all so much. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. Come on. Because it'll cost you nothing. You get what I'm saying? But it helps me. All right. I love you. Talk to you later. Bye. Talk to you tomorrow. We're going to be here tomorrow.